So, Ryan, me and Cooper were talking a little bit about it before, while you were in the restroom, before we started up the podcast. I will say I did already start recording. I didn't. I was
Oh no,
kind
you're
of
good.
just. But
Yeah, you're good.
anyways, growing up, you ever have those crushes like on adult women, like maybe a friend's mom or like a teacher or whatever?
All the time.
Be like,
All the
like
time.
as a 12-year-old, you got a crush on your fucking 37-year-old teacher.
I don't really remember much, but all the time. I know.
I'm not gonna say that I have, like, not really, but it has crossed my mind at least one time during 5th grade for my science teacher.
Was that
Just
was
one
it
time.
the white hair lady?
White
The
hair.
one that
No,
called
that
me
was 7th
Barbara?
grade. No, it was Margaret, first of all.
Margaret,
And
yeah, that's
no,
what it was.
that was 7th grade.
That was the one that I had. I think that was probably one of my first teacher crushes.
Wild.
It was
Shit, dude, she was like fucking 25, maybe. She was a fairly young teacher, though.
Yeah, she was. You don't really get to see that many teachers like that.
Right.
Uh,
I feel like most of my
5th
teachers have
grade.
been like at least 40, you know?
5th grade teacher. It's crossed my mind, but nah.
I don't
All right.
Other
remember
than
who that was.
for
Wait,
for
who?
podcast reasons.
What class?
Science.
Oh, science. I was I think it was 4th grade. Reading teacher was my first one.
That. What was her name?
Adams.
It was Miss Adams.
Mm-hmm.
I believe 5th grade. I had her first in like 1st grade. She was my teacher, and then we had her in science 5th grade again. Evelyn,
Oh,
right?
say again.
Evelyn. Was
Science.
yeah, 5th
Yeah,
grade
that
science
was
teacher, Miss Evelyn.
the bitch, dude. Or was that no? That was 4th grade, I think. Maybe it was 5th grade.
4th grade, Miss Michelle. Fuck
Michelle,
that
that's who
bitch.
it was. Yeah. She was a shitty person. She wasn't nearly as shitty as Barrett was, but she was up there. Dude, I'm
Don't
telling
even
you,
get me started on Barrett.
Miss Michelle was pretty close up there with Barrett, because Barrett, he married a student and he bullied his what was it, like 8th, 9th grade students or whatever. But Miss Michelle would fucking bully her 4th grade students, dude. Like,
Yeah, like,
you
let
know,
me tell you.
8th grade or 9th grade or whatever, those kids are starting to get a little older, but you still shouldn't bully them. But bullying a fucking 4th grader, dude, as a
It's
fucking
crazy work.
40, 50-year-old woman, that's ridiculous.
It's cold. It's cold.
That's cold.
Let me-
That's
Let me tell
crazy
you.
work.
And by the end of 4th grade, I had to write, like, whenever we got in trouble enough, she would make us do like these writing assignments all through our recess time.
Right.
By the end of the year, I could write the entire 2 pages, front and back, by memory. That's
Right.
how much she made me write.
Yeah.
Like, did she make you write them stupid shits? Like, I will not talk in class.
That Bart Simpson
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, exactly. That is pretty much exactly what it was. And both pages, front and back, I could memorize, word for word.
That's crazy, bro.
I fucking hated her.
Was she one of the teachers that holds a grudge with you?
More than likely, I'm
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You do one thing wrong in her
only-
class, and she
'Cause-
hates you for the rest of the year.
Because
Pretty much.
I had ADHD growing up, and I still do, of course, and not quite as bad as Cooper did, but I had to take medication for it. And I don't know, I guess she was like one of those people that's against like doesn't believe in ADHD or autism or shit like that, and she just
Bitch.
yeah, since she that started and I had to start taking medication in her class, she fucking hated me, dude. She
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 was.
pulled me out of class one day, or no, she in front of the class told me to shut up and quit being stupid.
Wow.
You don't do
As
that
a fourth
to a
grader, dude,
fourth
that shit
grader.
hurts.
Wow.
You don't do that.
That's
That's
crazy.
like I can understand if you're in high school being an idiot. If you're being a dumbass in front of everybody in high school, that's one thing. But in
Yeah, dude,
fourth grade,
if
you
I'm a
don't do that.
fucking if I'm a fucking 10th, 11th grade, 12th grade teacher, and one of my kids is acting like a fucking dumbass, I'm gonna be like, dude, fucking quit acting stupid, But
Yeah,
to a
because by
fucking
that point they're adults. But a
yeah,
fourth grader,
exactly. But a fourth grader, fucking however old you'd be, like 8 or
Like when you're,
whatever,
yeah,
like an
like
8-year-old
10.
like
kid, dude.
That's crazy.
that's dumb. We
Yeah,
were like what 10 when we met,
I
I
think
think.
maybe so. Sorry about that.
I think we were 10.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
maybe about right. Might have been like 9 going on 10, but I think you're right there.
I
That's
thought it was 10
crazy.
going on 11, but yeah. Or maybe you are right. Maybe it was 9 going on 10. All I know is we were around that age.
It's been a long time now.
And the years haven't been kind to us, but at the same time, they've been pretty good.
Yeah, dude, I fucking Ryan, I've told you this before,
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure. Fucking when I met Cooper, it was fourth grade, my second fourth grade, because I got held back, and
Hmm.
it was in Miss Adams' class, I believe, and I got seated next to him because they had the seating charts and shit back then, and
Yeah.
I think he was wearing this fucking neon green shirt or something like that, and these bright ass blue jeans, and he kept trying
I
to
think
talk
it
to me.
was. I think I might have been wearing like my bright blue church shirt or something.
Maybe so, but
'Cause
anyways, he
it
was
might
wearing
have been
these
that
bright
bright
ass
green.
clothes, and I've always been into the dark clothes. I've recently been getting into I wear white t-shirts and gray t-shirts and
Like
blue
over the years,
jeans
you and
and
I have just kind of swapped. Now you're the bright colors and I'm the dark.
right.
You gotta start
But
wearing pink, bro. Straight up.
talk about
Pink
me
Nah,
goes hard.
or
nah, I
Cooper.
prefer red.
Pink, bro. Pink goes
Dude,
hard.
yeah, pink's probably my
I mean,
favorite color, honestly. Pink and
like I
black.
got. Don't get me wrong. I got nothing against pink. Don't get me wrong on that. But I, if I'm going to wear pink, I just want it to be a little bit, like a little bit here and there, not like a full on pink shirt or something. You know,
I don't give a fuck. I wear a pink
that's
shirt
just
all
me.
day.
Oh yeah, like that
Th-
shirt
That
that
that's just me.
Miss Goose got me for Valentine's Day. I wear that shit all the time. It's a pink shirt with the red what's it called, Cupid on it.
Hmm.
But
Like the angel motherfucker.
yeah. But anyways,
Yeah.
back to what I was saying. Fucking, I met Cooper in there, and he was trying to talk to me, and I was like, secretly in my mind, I was thinking like, man, this kid's fucking weird. But I was,
My
I was,
ADHD was really bad back then. Like if
yeah,
you saw me back then, you would have been like, Jesus Christ, you know.
dude. But I was too nice. That's how I was raised. Even through all the bullshit that I'd been through being raised, I was raised to be nice to people, and so I put up with them and everything. And then, anyways, we ended up becoming friends and started hanging out. I I spent the night at his house one time. I think it was the first time I spent the night at his house, and his mom comes into the room, and it's I can't remember what it's called, but it's that game where you got the little plastic pieces that keep your mouth open, and you have to like guess what word they're saying.
Oh,
I
I
don't know
know
if
what
you.
you're talking about.
Yeah. And
Oh,
she walks in and she's like, "Hey guys, I thought maybe we could play this or whatever." And they were like 3 pieces, but he's got what? You, your dad, your mom, and your brother. So that's 4 people, and me making
yeah.
5. And I was like, is this woman about to make me share a fucking mouthpiece with these people? This fucking family's a lot weirder than I thought. But
I
dude,
think
it's
I
fucking
think
going
both
on
of us
10
said
years
no.
now, and he's more of a brother to me than anything. And
Yeah.
it's crazy because you know, if I wasn't so nice, me and him wouldn't be so close now, and it's grown into you know, of a brotherhood more than a friendship.
Yeah.
See, man, I wish I would have met y'all way sooner. Cause like me and Dagan, I mean, we've been friends
Yeah,
for like 5 years, right?
now we get into the story of how me and Ryan met. Yeah,
Oh
so
God,
I
here
think
we
it's been
go.
almost 6 years now.
Here we go. Tell it, bro.
So me and Ryan. So my understanding, and I believe Ryan's understanding, is different. But what I believe to have been true at the time, or what I understood at the time, was the girl that I was dating that later on, you know, cheated on me, and then told everyone
Abby.
around school. Yeah, told everyone around school that I had beat on her and shit. Which only time I ever saw her was at school or around my dad. So it's not like that would have happened.
Not true
But
at all.
anyways, that girl that I was dating, to my understanding, one of his friends liked her and didn't like the fact that I was dating her, and basically spun some shit about whatever. And anyways, got him onto hating me. And
Just some random high school bullshit gossip.
yeah,
pretty much.
exactly. And so me and him fucking started hating each other. We fucking hated each other's guts, wanted to fight and shit. And then the way we became friends was we'd stop talking for a while. You know, I split up with that girl and everything. And then I was walking to Dollar General one day, and I'd been having a shitty fucking month. And I saw him there, and he was like the only pothead that I knew in the town. So I was like, hey man, you know, I don't know if you like deal or whatever, but I'm trying to get some, you know, I'm trying to score some bud. And he was like, yeah, just give me the money and I'll hit you up or whatever. But at the time, I was using a because my dad had trackers on my phone. He could see like all the texts and everything that was going through. And so I picked up a Dollar General phone, and so I couldn't really like get his shit at the time because I didn't have any data on it. It was just Wi-Fi, and so I found out through a friend or something like that. It was McCaslin. You remember?
I hate him.
Because I was friends with him, and I'll get into how I met him too. But he had told me one day we were riding the bus home or something like that. He told me where you lived because that was about the time that you started hating on, or we started hating on each other. And he was like, "That's where that little bitch lives." Blah blah blah. And
Fat fuck.
so, anyways, I knew where you lived, and I think it was like the next day, or it'd been a few hours later or whatever, and I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm going over there. You know, I don't give a shit. I need an altered state of mind. And so I walked over to his house, and his sister opens up, and she's like, hey. I was like, hey, is Ryan here? She's like, yeah, he's in his room. Come fucking, you know, just brought me in the house, not knowing who I was. And so I just walked in, knocked on his door, opened up, and everything, and he was like, oh, what the fuck? You know, I'm sure that's what you were thinking. Like, what the fuck is this
Yeah.
dude doing in my house?
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah.
And, you know, he
Just a
fucking
little
gives
bit.
me, I think it was a little baggie or whatever, some bud. And anyways, that's when I started getting into my pothead days. I smoked a little bit, you know, back when I was living with my mom. My sister was a real big pothead, and I kind of got into it with her, you know, with that whole thing. But stopped after I moved in with my dad and got back into it then. But
You were lucky, bro, because I was struggling at that time.
right.
I was feeling generous that day. You were lucky.
Hey, I got something to talk to you about.
If
Let me
my memory serves me correctly, I think that's actually how I met you, Ryan. Like both you and Rolf, all four of us were in your dad's shop. His little
Fuck that
shed.
dude, straight up.
yeah.
Nah, we all like.
Yeah,
Didn't we all like smoke in the fucking the shop, and I got absolutely blasted because I
yeah,
never
fucking
smoked before.
greened out.
I greened the fuck out. I swear, the first time I actually greened out, which was that day when I
Yeah.
actually came to enough to where I was able to like see everything, remember again. I swear, to this day, I swear, everything was a slight tint of green. I don't know why.
Yeah, yeah.
I shit you not.
Well,
I
it's
don't know why.
first time I ever tried Blue Dream. You know, the strain. First time I ever tried that, everything was a blue hue. I think it's a mental thing, but it really does happen, you know?
Dude, that shit was.
Yeah.
Dude, Blue Dream was gas back in the day.
Yeah, it was. Blue Dream and
Nowadays,
Pineapple Express, dude.
my favorite was Blue Dream and Gelato.
Gelato was gas, too. But,
What was it? There was one, something diesel, that I used to like.
Oh, what was it?
yeah.
God dang, it's been so long.
Yeah, dude.
Something
haven't-
diesel, but I
Haven't
really
done
liked that one.
any of that shit forever, man.
Hold on, I gotta look it up real quick now.
I have no intention on doing it for a while, if not ever again, because I've had my fun with it. We all
Right.
have.
Man, when I retire and shit, I'm definitely getting back on it. But
Amen.
as of right now, with life and everything, it's just, it's not something that I can.
Sour Diesel.
Sour diesel, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
But it's just not something that I can justify at the time, you know, currently, because you know I got life, I got a fiance, I want to have a kid soon, getting married soon, and you know it's just not something that I can justify. But once
not
I
worth
get to
it.
a point in life where I can, you know, that's something that I definitely plan on getting back to.
It's just not worth it right now.
Right? Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but you know, I'm not going to.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
No. Not something we're not gonna talk about on the podcast. No,
But
like just some random that came into mind. I'm not gonna say it. No.
man, back to how I met McCaslin, dude. It was like one of the first few days, and I went to Woolbright's class, the science teacher, and I was sitting in the corner. You know, I was trying to stay away from everyone, and him and Kevin, not that one. It was the other one. Yeah. They were friends, and Tyler was sitting right in front of me, and he turned to me and he said some shit about like, "Hey, you like heroin?" or something like that, and I was like, "Dude, fuck off." Anyways, somehow after that we ended up becoming friends for a while, and then he started sending pictures of his dick around all around school, and started telling people that me and him made out.
What?
And you know, y'all know me. I'll swing both ways. Of course, you know, I got a fiance now. That's not something that I worry about anymore. But I'll swing both ways. Doesn't matter to me. But McCaslin was not somebody that I would fucking do that with. You know, I like you know,
You'd
not
rather
to
not
get too
be.
into it, but I'm you know, generally speaking, I'm into more feminine men. You know, but was not someone that I would ever do that shit with. So that fucking pissed me off, dude. And I stopped talking to him after that. And then he brought a fucking pound of weed to school, and
Dumbass.
everybody's it wasn't like in a jar or a baggie or anything. He just had it in a fucking, well, it was a baggie, but it wasn't anything like smell blocking. So everybody smelled it around school. And then they brought the cop the next day, and he fucking got in trouble. Spent some time in juvie.
Oh,
Was it like in a Ziploc?
It was I think so. It was like one, not like a Ziploc brand, but like one of them old sandwich baggies or some shit like that, or like wrapped in some saran wrap or something.
man, that ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, and then he spent time in juvie.
Idiot.
But I ain't talked to him since. I mean, I'm not trying to deal with all that bullshit.
Bro is stupid as fuck, bro.
Some people.
I never brought it to school. I kept that shit at home, bro.
I think I did a few times. You know, I'd bring the Benjamin and
That's different.
fucking Nate. Um, yeah, when I first started talking to him, I bought a gummy off of him, and that was before he was with that fucking that
Cody.
yeah that fucking shitty person that he was with. Of course, he's with someone new now, been for a while. Haven't talked to him, but I've seen him on Facebook every once in a while. But yeah, I bought a gummy from him. It was like I think it was like a 50 milligram. And I popped that shit right in the middle of Mr. Black's class, and he looked at me like with this surprised face, and he was like, "Whoa, dude, you're gonna do that right here?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" And, that was when I was kind of going through, I wouldn't call it emo, but it was like that weirdo phase where I was fucking wearing my hair down in front of my eyes. And I was like, yeah, that's why I got that hair in front of my eyes, so I can just people don't see my eyes, you know. And anyways, that's how I met Nate, fucking popping gummies in the middle of class. But dude, that shit was crazy. Had some wild times in high school.
Oh yeah. High school, man. Fuck. There's a part of me that wishes I would have stayed only because of my friends, but at the same time, I don't regret leaving whenever I did.
I low-key miss Nate, bro.
He was a good dude.
But one time it was like snowing outside, right?
Right.
Fucking roads covered in fucking snow. Bro snuck in through my window late at night, like 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, just to hang out. That's it, just to hang out. Like me. I mean, I'm not saying me and him were close, like me and y'all are. You know what I'm saying? But me and him were pretty close.
Right.
Just when he got with that Cody chick, bro, dude, she fucked his up.
Yeah, dude, it was pussy whip, man.
Like how you finna risk your life, your friendships over a bitch that looks like the shit emoji? like
shit
straight
emoji,
up,
dude.
like straight up. I don't get it.
Let me say this real quick, Ryan. Try and just for security purposes, try and refrain from using both names of people.
Oh, I got you. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. But
my bad.
You're good. You're good. Just
first name, last name,
but
never both.
I don't think there's ever legal reasons or anything behind that, but just out of respect, you know.
Yeah. But I low key miss him, bro.
Yeah, he was a good dude.
Bro, me and him, we've had some good times.
Unfortunately, he was the one that taught me about using apple cider vinegar to pass a piss test.
For real?
Yeah, because I'd never heard it before that, and we were out at
Three Bridge
Tristan's.
or
No, we were out at Tristan's house, and we smoked all night the night before, and then smoked up that morning. And my dad texted me that morning, and he was like, "Hey, come home. I got a drug test for you." And Nate was like, "Yo," because I was tripping about it. Nate was like, "Just drink a fuckload of apple cider vinegar, and you'll be all right." And so that's what I started doing. Like I picked up a bottle of apple cider vinegar from Dollar General on the way home, and was chugging it.
Did it work?
Yeah, dude, it was because, like I said, I smoked that morning, and he had a home test that was like it read it like up to a year back, and it pushed it back like 5 months.
Was it a cup or something?
Yeah, it was a cup. But he was like, you know, I got home and I was fucking chugging that apple cider vinegar, and that shit's fucking hard to chug too. But if there's a will, there's a way, you know. And so I started chugging that shit and got home. My dad pulled out a cup and he was like, "Here, I want you to go in the bathroom and you know, piss in this cup, and we'll see, you know, if you're really clean or not." And I'm sure he smelled the weed on me, but he knew I was with Tristan. He knew his family smoked and everything. So I'm sure after I passed it, he assumed that that's what it was. But yeah, I fucking passed that shit. I pushed it back like 5 months, and he was like, "All right, fucking whatever." But yeah, that shit was fucking scary to me.
It's crazy how certain things like that can just help significantly.
Yeah, I know, and it's fucking weird because I always assumed that was like that there was no way to really pass a piss test, and maybe there's not. Maybe I just got really lucky with it, but um, it did. It pushed it back 5 months, and I got off easy.
Um, I'm gonna warn right now. I'm gonna be muting myself here and there because I'm munching.
Oh, you're good.
Munching on some Funyuns and bean dip. So.
Put a fucking pork chop in your hand real quick, so we know. But
Well, like every time I mute myself, just go to the pork chop.
yeah.
All right, I'll do that.
But
That's actually not a bad idea.
yeah, and then I started that job with Cooper over at the nursing home, and they drug test there too. And that was just before I got my medical license at the time, and
But
I had
they
what's up?
half the people in that kitchen they smoked anyway, and everybody knew that.
Right.
Half the people in there in general smoked, and nobody gave a shit.
Yeah. Well, it was that, and that's why I was so lucky with it. That's what I was getting at, because I had smoked the night. It was kind of like when I went to go take that drug test for my dad. Um, I had smoked. I'd stayed the night at Tristan's, smoked the night before, and smoked some more that morning. And then they texted me as I was smoking and were like, "Hey, can you come in for an interview in like 2 hours?" I was like, "Fuck, dude." And by the time I got there, I was still high, sitting in the fucking office, like doing my interview and shit. And they were like, "All right, now you need to go do a piss test. Is there any reason you'd pop positive?" And I was like, "Yeah, I smoke weed for my back pain and my anxiety, which isn't entirely,
Wasn't
untruthful.
100% true.
I smoked. The reason I did smoke was for fun, but it did help with anxiety and back pain at times. And so
when you had it.
right, and so then I had to go into a bathroom and a fucking nurse watched me piss, and I was so fucking nervous. I didn't think I was gonna get the job, but they ended up giving me the job and everything, and they never drug tested me after that, and I got my medical license, and so everything was clear.
Was it Kevin the male nurse that did your thing?
No, it was some female nurse. I'd never seen her after that.
Oh damn. Kevin the male nurse, he's the one that did mine. So. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I hate to put you on the spot, but I gotta run to the restroom real quick. If y'all try and carry some conversation here.
Oh, you're good,
All right.
bro. Don't worry.
That's fine.
So tell
I'm
me a
just
little bit
gonna.
about yourself, Coop.
Well, well, shit. Give me one. Let me get this funny real quick. Hold up.
All right, bro. Get that Funyun. Funyun.
Not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever ate a Funyun so fast.
That was quick. Holy shit.
I just stuck it in my mouth, started chewing like my life depended on it, and just swallowed.
So, like, tell me about your first time smoking weed. How did that happen?
Well, is with y'all two and then Rolf. But
Oh,
yeah.
dude. Don't even get me on raw.
Yeah, I'm just mentioning him for story purposes. Nah.
Yeah, but straight up, what was your least favorite?
My least favorite part of it.
Yeah, part of him as, like,
Part of Rolf.
Yeah.
No, well, shit, I don't know. Honestly, I really don't fucking know.
Have you heard from him at all? Like, does he
Nope.
even try to contact you ever?
We actually have never spoke outside of like hanging out in
Are
person.
you serious? That's wild.
Yeah.
As you know, like me and him, we were like best friends for the longest time. I think it was just the weed that was doing it. Cause when I didn't
Probably.
have it, he had it. He didn't have it, I had it. You know, so we would just hang out and smoke. You know,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I was like over at his house every fucking day. He'd get off school, here I am. Or like I'd get out of work, here he is. And it's like, yeah, like realistically, I think it was just the ganja that was doing it.
Yeah, probably.
Like, I mean, our friendship started out, we both knew Dave, then ended up smoking together. We are. I mean, I know you probably aren't, like, we don't know the most about each other, I bet, me and you,
Yeah.
but
But
I feel like
we
we're
know
pretty close.
closer than I'd say a lot of the other friends that I have,
Yeah.
that I actually got to keep over the years.
I know you don't have any like my contact information, which I'm willing to give you anytime you ever want. You know,
Yeah.
but we really met through this motherfucker.
First of all, just a little bit. You're cutting out here and there, so if I have to,
Oh, it's okay.
ask
It's okay.
ask you what you said, it's fine. But
It's
yeah,
okay.
but going back on the first time I smoked, since you did mention that, uh,
Mm-hmm.
my least favorite part about that was probably just the anxiety that I had of like potentially trying it and then being like, okay, what the hell is gonna happen if my parents find out? 'Cause that was
Yeah.
mainly my dad. Ugh. Oof.
I don't know, but for me, that was like the thrill of it. That was exciting, in a way.
Yeah, but not me. My dad, he's a CDL driver, like Class A, with all of his CDLs, including hazmat, to where he can probably haul nuclear material if he wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
That's how I'm trying to be. Real
I
shit.
fucking love Cooper's dad. He's such a great dude.
For
Oh
real.
yeah,
I don't think
we
I've ever
were.
met him.
I'm sure it's also one of those cases where, like, I love my dad, but there's times where I fucking hate him, and it's like, some of y'all, and I know y'all are kind of iffy on him, but he's a great dude, and I know there's people that just fucking praise him highly, but there's also times where I'm like, he's
The
he
last
can
several
be an asshole
times,
sometimes, and I'm sure it's similar with Cooper's dad, but I love Cooper's dad, honestly.
the last several times that I've seen your dad, whenever he came down here, like, to visit y'all, I can tell that he's chilled out some, like, compared to how he used to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's still. There's times where I'm kind of on my toes around him, but it's just because he's still got that anxiety and everything, and
yeah,
I feel bad about it and everything. But he's a good dude.
yeah.
Even all the bullshit that we'd been through while I was growing up and everything, he's a good dude.
Like,
Mm,
my job. Oh, go ahead, Cooper. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, weren't you intimidated by my dad for the longest time?
Yeah, dude, I didn't think that he liked me for a fucking year. It wasn't until shit, dude, I don't even think it was until that I moved in with y'all that I started getting closer with him and liking him more.
Yeah, like, that's whenever you started talking to him a little bit more, like he does with me, like, fucking asking
Talking
him
for
to help.
hours.
Like, you started asking him for help, like with your car and shit, and he'd be like, "Yeah, sure, what's going on?" And they'd give you a detailed everything about everything he knew, and then just keep going. way
Yeah,
past
'cause
that.
dude, he's got that autism for sure, and that's part of the reason why he carries it on, you know. And I
Yeah.
know that kind of annoys some people, but for me, I always found it really because I like listening to things, especially when I'm learning things, and especially when I'm interested in those things that I'm learning. So listening to him just yap for a while about certain things, I always enjoyed. What were you saying, Ryan?
Oh, I was just saying, my job. I be picking up trash,
Right.
and I pick up trash at your dad's house.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and I be thinking, like, y'all have that MC, you know, and I just be thinking about, like, I look at that house and I be thinking about, we've all, chilled at that house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
And
yeah, dude. You know,
I mean, go ahead.
I've told my dad about the channel recently, so I don't know if he's gonna hear this or not. And if you hear this, Dad, I'm really sorry. Um, but yeah, there was a time that they had went off on vacation, and yeah, I think it was a day or something like that we all just chilled there and smoked.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Out the window and shit too.
Yeah,
Even with them there, dude. And I
and
was so scared for you.
yeah, dude,
Yep.
I was
Yep.
those were some anxious ass times. Of course, you know, I've grown since then, and I
Yeah.
understand where he was coming from, even though I don't always agree with his parenting methods. The way that he taught me, you know, or parented me, grew me
Mm-hmm.
into the man that I am today. And even though I'm
Mm-hmm.
not a perfect man, there, you know, I think I'm doing fairly decent in life, you know.
Amen, bro. You got a whole
Nobody.
fiance. You're about to
And
get this dope ass job, dude. You're doing great right now. Really, I give you
exactly, man.
props for that. Real shit.
And all of that boils down, you know, I have to thank my dad for that, and I, even though I did just say if my dad is watching this, I'm sorry. I do hope that he's watching this because I really do have to thank him for all that. And you know, like I said, I really wouldn't be the man that I am today without him. But there were plenty of times where I, you know, pretty much the entire time I lived with him where I undermined his rules because I didn't agree with them. And there's still some things that I don't fully agree with today, but that I understand where he was coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, we did a lot of smoking back in high school, and that shit was
Yeah, we
fucking
did.
with a strict dad. That shit was scary, dude.
Hey, but we don't do that no more. We're better people now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
So
we're actually growing up and being grown ups and figuring shit out in life.
it's kind of crazy for really it is. I didn't think we'd be in the situation we're all in right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, dude, it's man, I not to get like too depressing about it or anything, but back you know all throughout high school, I did not think that I would live to see 18, and
Mm.
you know I'm almost 21 now, and I've got a fiance, and you know it's not a whole lot right now, but I've got an apartment, I've got a fiance, I've got a fucking cat, and my fiance's grandma lives with us and everything, and it's you know there's times where it gets really fucking stressful and I get irritated a lot, but overall, you know, thinking of how I used to think back in high school, dude, my life is fucking great. It's I mean it compared to how I thought in high school, it's fucking perfect, you know. And
If your high school self could see you now, he'd probably be drooling.
yeah, no, he'd be confused as fuck because you know back then I was a pothead with long hair and you know fucking depressed all the time, and now
Yeah.
I'm you know I have my good times. I've got a good life going for me. I'm damn near bald, and you know I don't smoke no more, and it's just you know I'm a complete turnaround from what I was in high school.
I just want to
Trust
say real
me.
quick. Oh, go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Cooper.
I was just gonna say, like, my younger self, if my younger self saw me now, probably the exact same thing. Confused as absolute fuck. As
Right.
you were saying, Ryan, go ahead.
All right. I just want to say, I mean, I'm sorry, Cooper. Don't take no offense. I don't really know much. I mean, I haven't been around you, and so I mean,
Say whatever, I don't care.
I don't. I just don't want you to be like a little sensitive about this at all because I'm about to get
Go
a little.
ahead.
I'm about to get a little sentimental with. But real shit,
Right.
Dagan. I'm like, I've seen how you grown as a person, and I'm just want to say I'm proud of you. I really am.
Dude, you may or may not believe this. I tell people about you all the time, and that's real shit. Not just it's not for the podcast. Not to satisfy you. It's not because I'm drunk or anything. I tell people about you all the fucking time because we when I first knew you before we were even friends, you were some fucking depressed weirdo teen, fucking
Hmm.
and now you've got a good job, you've got a good girlfriend, you've got you're living on your own now and everything, and I really am proud of you because you've grown so much. Like you were saying with me, you've grown so fucking much since I've known you, and it's heartwarming, I guess,
Hmm.
to see how you've changed and how far you've come and everything. The
Yeah,
fucking
and I feel
Roomba
like
is
with all.
vacuuming the goddamn table.
Vacuuming the mic.
Keeping our
That's
shit
wild.
clean.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say much about myself because, well,
Go ahead, bro. I mean, I might not know you as straight up, but
I mean,
I feel like you as well. I mean, you don't smoke no more. Like you're going on the same path. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And you're doing real well.
I've got plenty to say about Cooper, and I'll say that after this. But first things first is Cooper has been able to, he smoked for the longest time after I got him into it. He smoked for the longest time, and he was a big pothead like I was too. And then he quit cold turkey, and just fucking, moved on with life. And at some point, he did pick it back up, and he's back to the point now where he hasn't smoked in a while, and it's one of those things with him where it's like, he not to say that it's not a struggle because I'm sure that it is, but he's one of those
Mm.
people that is strong-willed enough, I guess, to be able to um, work through that, those issues and everything, and I've got to give him props for that. But to move off
yeah,
onto Cooper in general, when I first knew Cooper, that we were so young, it wasn't anything that we would ever think about like our future lives, because by the time I met Ryan, it was high school, and it was like I said, I didn't think I was gonna live past 18, so I wasn't worried about life, and that's why I slacked off in school, and I didn't care about anything like that. But when I first met Cooper, it was just pure childhood, um, whimsy, I guess. It wasn't anything. We weren't worried about life. It was just we were worried about being kids. We were worried about, where we were gonna go that day, where we were gonna go fucking play or whatever. So I wasn't.
like,
I
what are
never
we going to
focused.
explore?
Exactly, yeah, because that was something that me and Cooper did a lot. We fucking exploring the woods out by the
Almost,
school and shit. But
almost getting run over by a damn semi in front of the middle school
yeah, right in front
on
of the
our
middle school on
bikes.
our bikes, yeah.
That was scary.
But fucking back then, I never thought about, where we were gonna be as adults. But by the time we got to, I guess, especially by the time that I moved into his house with him, I there were times that I worried about him because his stress and anxiety, I assume, and his anger and everything would get the best of him, and
Mm.
That, and after you told me how I acted when I was, doing that, taking it out on everybody else, like you, to this day, I still regret that. It's like,
Right.
damn, I was a
Well,
fucking dick.
yeah. I mean, I'll say this too. I'll say this real quick before I move off onto my other thing, and I gotta say that before I forget. But I'm the same way. I still am. I get stressed and I get angry and I push it off onto other people, and I really don't mean to. But that's just how I do it. And I gotta work on being better about that. But
I have to stop myself every single time.
right, yeah.
That is me.
But Cooper, he used to be really bad about it, and I worried about him. And right now, I think all of us, but speaking of Cooper specifically, I think I think he's doing pretty good. He's working with his grandpa doing his HVAC
Mm-hmm.
and man, I'm telling you, you gotta move out sometime though. But
That is
Yeah,
true.
I know.
which
I am
don't get me
very
wrong.
far behind.
No,
It's
no,
hard
no, no.
though. Trust.
Don't think that way, because you're not behind. As long as you're not 30 living with your parents.
I mean,
Once you hit like
How-
28 and you're still living with your parents, then I'd still worry about it. But as of right now, Cooper's 5 days younger than I am. But as of right now, that's you're 20 years old. I mean, you're almost 21. Still not a big deal. You're young. You're living your life. You're figuring things out. And
Remember Steven?
I yeah,
He's still living with his parents.
right.
How old is he?
He's like
Steven's
two-
older than we are. He's like 26 or
two
something
to-
like that.
He's like 2 to 3 years older than us, I think.
I was thinking
we
he
were
was older than
18.
Ryan is.
I mean, he definitely is. I think he was like 20, 21, 22 when we were like 18 or 19.
Right.
So,
Yeah, so he's like 25, damn near.
Right.
pretty much.
He don't get me wrong. Don't take that in the wrong context, because Steven's a really good dude.
He is. He's a really good dude.
I think
Actually,
I think he's heavily autistic, and he struggles with some of that stuff.
nowhere near as bad as his brother. Nowhere near.
Oh, really?
I will say that.
Is he an
Like,
older
Sean,
brother?
Yeah.
I believe Steven is the oldest of the three. Sean, he's like nonverbal.
Oh, really?
Oh, so he's bad.
Well, don't
but-
say
No.
that. That sounds kind of mean.
Don't,
No,
don't
I
say it's
I get
bad.
where you're
didn't mean
coming
it
from,
that
but
way. I
yeah,
didn't mean it
he's
that way.
he's
He's
highly
got
autistic. Yeah.
more of it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's a really smart individual. All of them are. Really, they are. They're actually doing really good. We recently did a change out for them, so
Hell
they
yeah.
can have better AC.
I would. Hey,
Talking to them and stuff like that.
I will say this because it doesn't include his last name or anything. Found out Steven's middle name, and Cooper, you know this. Steven's middle name
Yeah,
is
dude.
Steven. His real name is Ryan. Nobody fucking knew that until I found his license on the floor of work one day.
His real name is Ryan, like
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Ryan Steven. Yeah.
Hey,
We can be best friends.
He's a really good dude though. I like him a lot. Weird,
He is.
weird guy, but he's a really good dude.
Don't
He
don't
is
tell me
really
you
good,
think
dude.
about that with me. I'm a weird guy.
Hey, we're all weird in this chat. We are all weird.
Honestly, I can't ever say that I've thought of a time where I was like, man, Ryan's kind of weird. You've
You
got
talking
your
about me, right?
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. If I'm referring
all
to,
weird,
Steven,
therefore.
I'll call him Steven. But yeah, I mean, there's you've got some oddities about you for sure. That there's things that, and it's
What you
nothing
mean by
I could
that?
Well, it's nothing that I can think of specifically right now, but every once in a while I'll be like, he's a little odd, but I think you're one of the most normal friends that I have, honestly. Of course, as far as friends go, it's about you and Cooper, but
Yeah.
and Mikey, but apart
Yeah,
from that,
Cooper, you
David,
weird
that's
as
about
fuck.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
I will happily admit
Hey,
that.
No, I'll tell you dead ass. Cooper is weird as fuck, but that's why I love him so much,
I will happily admit that I am weird as fuck. I am not hiding that.
Yeah.
I have no shame in admitting
Hey,
that.
and that's good shit, straight up. You are who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
But
I
we
ain't
love
changing
you
for
for who
nobody.
you are. Exactly,
Damn,
bro.
Yeah,
damn
exactly. Dude,
straight.
that's the thing, because fucking too many people worry about for whatever reason wanting people to be who they want them to be, and that
Exactly.
don't make sense. Either you love someone
Just
for who they are, or just either better yourself or drop them as a friend, because it's either
mm-hmm.
you or them. But
I
Mm-hmm.
can't tell you how many times I've done that. Like the
right.
reason why I acted so, I don't even know how to describe it. Like when we were real young, all I wanted was just to fit in. But as soon as I hit like the middle school area, that's when I finally decided, like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm gonna be myself, and if that means I'm gonna be depressed alone on the side of the street corner, just sitting there, so be it.
Bros
I don't
working the
care.
street corner.
Whoa.
No, but I mean, I see where you're coming from. Me personally, I never wanted to fit in. That was something, that I always felt shitty about being who I was. But it was nothing that, I never wanted to change. I am who I am, and nothing's gonna change that, and I'm not gonna change that for other people. There's no
Amen,
reason
bro.
in it, and
Hmm.
so I've always been weird, and there's times where I was, especially back in high school and hanging out with my cousin and stuff, I was weirder than even than I wanted to be, and um, I wouldn't say that I regret it, but it was stupid, and it's not like, I was a young kid looking for attention and everything, but um, my,
Everybody goes through that time.
yeah, exactly. My point being, there's no reason in changing who you are just for other people. You be you, because at the end of the day, life is life, and we're all just fucking ants essentially living on a fucking rock in outer space. And
We're all
Amen.
just.
there's no point in judging other people for who they are. And once you realize that for yourself, then you start to realize for yourself that there's no reason in other people judging you, and so you just be you, you know.
Amen, bro. Like, at the
The
end of the day,
reason.
go ahead,
Go
Cooper.
ahead, Ryan.
No, no,
You
no.
go
Go ahead.
ahead.
All
All right.
right.
I was.
I'm
Ryan
sorry,
first,
bro.
Ryan first.
All right. But at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know if this is too much. I mean, you can cut this out if you want. But at the end of the day, when you pass, you're passing with yourself. You're not passing with nobody else. So why the fuck
Mm-hmm.
does it matter what other people think? Straight up.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
Straight
I
up.
mean, regardless of loved ones and everything, and this may sound bad when I first say it and everything, but we all die alone. But
Mm-hmm.
you're not just dying alone, you're dying with yourself, and you're
Mm-hmm.
dying with the person that you lived as, and you might as well be happy with that person that you lived as.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason. And because where did I see it, it's like you scroll on TikTok and you see some people that are cringe as fuck, and you almost want to judge them,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, they're just being themselves. And you gotta give them praise for that, because they're not worrying about what other people think about them. They're just being themselves, and that's how they're gonna be. And they're
Mm-hmm.
likely they're gonna be the people that are happiest in death, because
Mm-hmm.
they didn't live their lives for someone else. They lived their lives for them. And I when it's all said and done, I think that's the best thing you can do is live your life for you.
Amen, bro.
Yeah. Now, I will admit some people we ain't gonna talk about for good reason. Hmm. We could judge those people all we want for obvious reasons, but we ain't gonna talk about them. We all know who I'm talking about. What kind of
Well,
people
yeah,
I'm talking
man.
about.
There's some shitty people out there, and
Yep.
and there is reason in judging them. Not that you should judge them. I don't know too much about it, but I'm sure the Bible says something about judging people, you know. But
Yeah.
there's no reason in judging people, but humans, as humans are going to judge people, and there's no, I don't think there's any malice in judging people. It at the end of the day, you know, people are people. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. But there are some shitty people out there that
A lot more than we
personally,
know.
Questionable things.
yeah, a lot, even more than we know, and we know some shitty people. But there's, you know, there are some people that I personally believe should be judged, and that's not. I'm not saying for, you know, other people should judge them. I'm saying, like, me personally, I'm going to judge them because of who they are, and they're being shitty people or stupid people or whatever.
Like murderers or something.
Right,
Or
right.
worse, yeah.
And that almost goes back. You know, I try to be religious, but I struggle with it, and it's not like, you know, it's not like I am religious, but I struggle. It's like I want to be, but I struggle and I'm in believing and everything, but I accept the morals of it, you know, and I don't know. It's almost like you see those religious people that try and push their agenda off onto other people, and I don't necessarily agree with that, but I understand it because it's like it's same with you know, not to get too into it or too odd or anything, but uh, pedophilia, you know,
Yeah.
I
That's
would
something you can
assume
never justify.
you know there's a lot of pedophiles out there, so I'd say like probably 7 out of 10 people would judge it, you know, and me personally, I think that's a good thing. You should be judging those people, but I don't know, man. Life is odd.
Odd
Fuck
and
it, dude.
sometimes nasty.
I feel like
I mean,
I feel like I'm not saying things the way I should be, and I don't want it to seem
Hey,
like I'm fucking or like I'm
nah,
defending
nah.
pedophiles in any way, because I'm not.
No,
You
no,
know,
no, no.
go
They
to hell.
deserve to be in the
Yeah,
deepest, darkest,
there's
hottest pieces of hell, being
Hey,
tortured
bro.
eternally by Satan himself.
yeah.
Hey,
I
bro.
mean,
It's a known fact that English is the hardest language.
right. Yeah.
And some of us, like myself, can barely speak it.
My point being, there's always at least two perspectives on everything, and it's your perspective that matters to you, you know. And you know, going back to it, you know, at the end of the day, that's who you are, and you should be when you pass, you should be happy with how you've lived your life. And
Amen, bro.
personally, I can't imagine that any pedophile has been happy with their life at the end of the day. But me me being who I am, and obviously not agreeing with that shit, I can imagine that, you know, there's other things about life. Fucking, I can't even say specifically right now, but there's other things about life, disregarding pedophilia, of course, that that I gotta say, you know, I'm not sure if I would be fully comfortable with at the end of my life, and I worry about that. But I think for the most part, you know, I've lived my life as me, and not worrying too much about what other people think and everything, and I think at least that part of life, I think I'll be satisfied with.
And that's all that matters. Realistically, that's all
Right.
that matters.
Yeah.
Is if you're happy with your life, why the fuck does it matter if other people are happy with what you got going on?
Yeah,
Realistically.
exactly. I mean,
Like,
A lot of people nowadays, they don't know how to mind their own business. They always want to keep their nose so far up everybody else's ass that they can't even see in front of them. Like
amen.
Right.
they don't mind their own business. They don't care of themselves. They're always worried about everybody else. But if they would mind their own business and just worry about themselves and not what other people are doing, I feel like they would feel a lot better about themselves and just everything else, you know?
They want to please everybody but themselves. Straight
Like
up.
that, or they just want to start some shit with everybody but themselves, you know? Like some people do.
Yeah.
Like,
I think a lot of that is coming from, people inherently tend to bury their issues, and I think that's where a lot of that comes from. Like a lot of, I won't say all of it, but a lot of homophobia comes from an uncomfortable feeling towards it because of, not knowing how they are towards it. And I won't say that all of or even the majority of, but a lot of homophobia comes from people who are uncomfortable with their sexuality and may possibly be homosexual or even, bisexual or whatever. And that's where a lot of that hatred comes from, is being uncomfortable with things that they don't fully understand, or that they've been raised to not agree with,
I'm not gonna say I disagree with it because honestly, I don't care. You like what you like, and I'm. Who am I to say? You know, like I can't tell you
You
what
are
to
you.
do. Yeah,
I'm gonna say something
exactly.
real quick, if it's okay.
Go, go ahead.
Um, you know, Dagan knows more than probably you, Cooper, but I used to be very homophobic back in the day. And not to get, I mean, you've already stated that you swing both ways, Dagan.
Right.
And to be honest, I used to be very homophobic. But when I met you, it was a completely different story. It was like you changed my mind on that because the way I seen it, I don't mean to get, you can cut this out, but this is just something between the homies. But when I first met Dagan, I didn't know that you were that way. Okay, I'm not saying nothing bad. I don't think I'm
Right.
saying anything bad, but I didn't know you were like that. And my cousin, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully, he was too. And you have made. I'm a little drunk, so let me think about words. But
You're good.
basically, what I'm trying to get at is you showed me that not every person that swings that way, you know, pushes it on upon you or thinks of you in that way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
And that was my main thing. That's why like 5 years back I was homophobic as fuck, but now I'm a little more. I understand now. I
Right.
mean that's not my groove, but that's other people's groove. And people live their lives. They do what they do what they do. You're into what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
And I understand that now because
Yeah.
of you, straight
Dude,
up.
and I'll say this too. I was actually just about to get into this after or before you said that, but you were one of the people that really made me feel more comfortable with who I am, because I knew that you were so homophobic, and I can't even remember how it came up and everything that I told you, but I do remember you being pretty homophobic back in high school and everything, and you were the reason that I became so comfortable with who I am, is because knowing that you were homophobic, and then me and you being buddies, and however it happened, I told you about it, and you you didn't really care. It wasn't a matter of, oh God, now my friend's bisexual or whatever. It was just, he's my friend and he is bisexual, and that made me feel so much better about myself, and that made me feel much more comfortable about my sexuality, and about who I am and everything. And I really gotta go back, and I gotta give you praise, and I gotta thank you about that, because like I said, you were the person that helped me feel more comfortable about myself in that regard.
And I used to be so bad to where, like, I mean, I'm not gonna say still. I do see it. Like me and my girl, we go to TJ Maxx and stuff sometimes, and I see some things, you know, and it does still make me a little uncomfortable. But I mean, it's not to the point to where it was. Like if it back in the day, it would make me a little uncomfortable to where I'd straight up just leave. But
Right.
now I'm because of you, because you showed me that not every homosexual is the same, or no, I know you're bisexual is the same as everyone else that I've seen on the internet, you know.
Right.
Now I'm at the state to where I don't really understand like, you know, what is it? What's the word? Where you don't like people
Bigotry.
that, yeah, something like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like that no more. Like, I completely understand.
Right.
Like, I understand it now, and I just don't understand people. I mean, I was like that, but I still don't understand people that don't. They hate those people like that, you know?
Right.
Like, I'm not saying it in a bad way. Don't think I am.
No. I
But
understand where you're coming from.
I don't understand why there's so much hate towards it. Like, you do what you do, bro. It's your life. Live what you do. I mean, you are what you are. You know, like, it's nothing life threatening, or it's nothing that affects, you know, you, or it's their own life, you know, like accept
Yeah.
them for who they are. That doesn't make them who they are as a person, you know what I'm saying? Like they're completely different from their sexuality to who they are as a person. Like
Right.
there's a big line in between there. Like
Yeah.
completely different.
Yeah, exactly.
And like
That
you're my best fuck I'm sorry, but like you're my best fucking friend and you are that way. And
right.
it's like it doesn't affect me at all. Like you're a completely different person towards me than you would be like I don't want to sound wrong, but you're completely different towards me than you'd be towards, you know, that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I mean it kind of goes back to that you are who you are, and you can't let other people judge that or dictate who you are or anything like that.
Exactly.
Like, I'll be honest, like, I didn't really understand it either, like homosexuality. But as I got older, I started understanding more and more, like, okay, maybe this is just how they are, or maybe there's a reason why they're this way, like there's a reason for everything, one way or another, whether it be just, you know, they've had too many bad experiences and they've had a lot better ones for this, or it's just how they think, it's just how their mind ticks.
Right.
But I have no issue with homosexuality in any way because I've grown to understand it more, especially since Aaron and James, you remember them.
Yeah.
They really, really good people. Absolutely amazing. But they've just them seeing them together made me realize like more than I ever could have thought. Wow. There's some kind of beauty in everything sometimes,
Right.
Like
I mean,
it's
I
it's
do.
pure
Go ahead.
love no matter what. And I don't have a problem with that because it's love, and love is a very, very powerful thing. It's what helps run a good portion of everything, really, like
Right.
everything in the world. Yeah, it is this weather. It's a straight up thunderstorm out here. Oh
This was a bad time to do a podcast.
well. Hey, that's conversation.
You're cutting out real bad now.
Oh no. Oh no. I just said we're having a good conversation.
Yeah, it'll be all right. We'll just wait till Dagan gets back.
We just ugh, this damn weather.
I know. Fucking raining and shit, storming and thundering and shit. Fuck this.
Honestly, like out
If
of
Dagan.
all
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, out of all the weather conditions that are here, this has to be my least favorite.
I mean, when I'm trying to sleep, thunder and lightning is hard.
Oh. It... I hate this weather. What is going on? Fucking internet.
Hey,
Oh well.
y'all need to come over sometime. Real shit.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm trying to get a couch for the kitchen area. You know, you've been here, right?
Mhm. I've been in the place, yeah, but I haven't like actually been like exploring around or anything. Just
Ah,
casual
there's
visits every once in a while.
there's not much to explore around.
I mean, yeah,
But
but
I'm trying to get a couch and a TV for the kitchen area that we have.
Mhm.
And whenever I do that, I'm thinking about seeing if maybe you and Dagan and Miss Goose want to come over or something,
yeah.
and we can just chill out. You know, I have an Xbox One now, like yours. I have an Xbox One.
Hell yeah.
Found that shit in
I'm
the
just
trash.
wait a minute. I'm just realizing. Speaking of Xbox One, I'm just realizing this whole time, like for ever since Christmas, like whenever I got it, I've been using my new Xbox, but I've still been plugging in my phone using my Xbox One.
That's weird.
That explains why it's been charging so fucking slow. Okay, I'm a now officially change that if I can, but I need to go around. So I don't
Did you
know
buy
this
like
Xbox.
the standing upright Xbox, like the Series X?
Uh, I believe it is a Series X Xbox, but it is this one can either be laying down or standing up. I have it laying down since I don't have room for it anywhere else or any other possible anything really.
Do you mind
So
sending a
it's
picture in the Discord?
give me 1 second while I untangle my cord. And yeah,
Okay.
second. Untangle this fucking cord. Jesus Christ. Okay. And go back. General. Uh, I do not care about my experience, you dumb fuck. Okay. Yes, that'll be alright. Sorry about the grainy texture.
Oh no, you're good, bro. Oh, you got the newest sex. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
How much
Christmas
did you
present.
spend on that?
I have no idea. I'm not the one that bought it.
Oh, let me look it up for you. That's the Series X.
What y'all talking
I
about?
would assume it's expensive as hell. My Xbox, Series X.
Oh,
It's probably about as much as the PS5, probably like 500.
yeah, 5 or 6. I would assume. Sorry that took so long.
Then there's the
I was
PS2
talking
that's
to the
sitting right
missus real
above
quick.
it.
Dude, holy shit. That shit's more
What?
expensive than the fucking
Which is
PS5. So at Walmart, that's just $700.
Jesus.
I think the
Damn, no wonder Mom
PS5
and Dad
Pro
didn't
is
tell me
about
how
that
much it
same
costs.
price.
You say what, Dane?
I said I think the PS5 Pro is about that same price.
Well, not anymore, but when it came out,
Well, I could be wrong. I could be, fucking maybe it was a dream or maybe it was fucking fake news that I read or whatever. But I heard that shit was going back up a little bit.
damn. But RAM prices have went down a little bit, straight up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like, all right, you know how a few months back I've been looking at RAM prices because I'm thinking about getting a PC, and I've been thinking about just building my own instead of buying a pre-built. And RAM prices are like they were like $500-$600 a few months. Now they're like $300-$400.
Oh, really?
So they have went down a little bit.
It's like a lot cheaper now.
Little
Really?
bit. They used to be like $150-$200 a few years back.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could get like 32 gigabytes DDR5 for like $300, $200 or $300 back in the day. Now, god dang, bro, it's just terrible.
Dude, I wish I would have fucking stocked up on that shit before and then just sold it at those crazy prices, you know?
Dude, you can be making bank right now. Like, it's so bad. People are getting like, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but Dagan, you probably know. DDR4, like, they're fucking just straight up getting the gold out of making more money than they were selling.
Yeah,
RAM.
exactly. They fucking put that shit in the fucking acid tubs or whatever, extract the gold and make more money out of it, dude.
It's crazy. It's kind of sad because sooner or later it's gonna be so hard to get a PC.
Yeah, no, that's why I keep telling you and Cooper to go ahead and get PCs now, because that shit's gonna fucking skyrocket soon, man. And I worry about mine, because mine runs everything fairly decent. But it at some point it's not gonna run everything fairly decent, and I worry about it because I can always upgrade, but by that time those upgrades are probably gonna be expensive.
Bro, have you seen graphic card prices?
No, I haven't. I heard those were going
Bro.
up though.
Bro, a fucking, what is it? A 5070? Like what you have? You have a 5070, right?
5060 or
5060.
5060, yeah.
Well, 5070s are going for like fucking $800.
Bro, I'm about to take mine out and fucking sell it.
Like, God. Like, that shit's damn near as much as your fucking computer was.
Fuck that, dude. I'm taking mine out, selling it, and just fucking, downgrading a little bit.
Bro, I mean, I've heard things where, like, what is it? The 3060 Ti is better, and it does the same performance as the 5070.
Yeah.
But it's like half the price, if I'm not wrong.
Right.
So, I mean, you could sell your 5060, get a 3070 Ti, and have hella money after. Straight up. It just depends on the CPU you have.
Guys, I'm going to do real quick. Give me just a second. Bye.
You are cutting out so bad.
Yeah,
oh my
you sound
God.
like a robot having a stroke.
He left the Discord.
But yeah, dude, that PC shit, fucking all the PC and the AI shit. Oh, he left the game.
Yeah. He got kicked.
His
internet, probably.
Yeah. I don't know, man. All that AI shit been going. I have heard there's been, what was it, Sora shut down?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think it was Sora. I could be wrong. It was one of the big AI companies shut down, and I think the world's starting to heal a little bit on that. I think people are starting to realize what a detriment and a burden this AI has become, and I think it's becoming less relevant now, and hopefully, anyways, it's from what I've heard, and definitely from what I hope, this AI shit's starting to fade out, and that's what I really really hope is going to happen. There's some people that do benefit from AI, and I think there's some portions of AI that I think can be beneficial. You know, my dad, he's 52 years old. Hold on, Cooper's calling me. You're on speaker. What's up?
Hey, this storm is way too bad, man.
Really?
I'm offline.
Are you off for the night or what?
My Xbox is disconnected from Xbox Live.
Yeah, no, I know that. Are you gonna be are you gonna try and stay on until it comes back on, or are you hopping off for the night?
I'm trying to fix it right now.
Okay, well just fucking let me know how that goes, alright? Alright, well fucking text me if nothing goes right. If it does, then just hop back on the game, alright?
What's that sound?
What?
What's that sound?
What sound?
I don't know. What the hell was that sound?
I don't know what sound.
Sounded like you were like pushing like a pin back and forth on your desk or something.
It might have been. Are you hearing it right now?
Yes.
I was turning my phone up.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm trying to restart my game because now
God, this storm sucks.
hopefully I can.
I'm not really getting much storm right now. I'm fucking. It's raining a little bit out there, and I can hear some thunder in the distance, but nothing crazy.
It's fucking with my shit right now. Like me disconnecting from the Discord, I think I never should have done that.
Well, if it's hitting you right now, it'll probably start hitting me pretty bad soon. Hopefully that doesn't become an issue for the podcast.
Y'all are in the same
okay.
town, ain't
I'm
y'all?
joining back in the world.
2 towns apart. All right.
Okay.
Who's coming back?
He should be. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hang up.
If anything, he can use his phone data.
Well, if you're talking about like what do you call it? Like a hotspot, I don't think because you gotta pay extra for that shit. That's what me and Miss Goose were doing for a while, but we stopped paying for that shit because it got up to like 110 a month, and we were like,
holy
fuck
shit.
that shit. Yeah. So we were.
What are we talking about now?
We were talking about how Ryan said something about using your mobile data, and I said, well, if you're talking about your hotspot, then you know, but. So,
hotspot.
Just to get off topic real quick, y'all know how to read a tape measure?
Yes.
For
the fractions?
For the most part. For the most part.
I can read pretty much the entire tape measure.
So I've never been good with that. That's something that I gotta learn for my job. So Will, you know, my mom's boyfriend, the guy that got me into this job, he wrote up a paper for me. He actually wrote like a 1 and 2 inch marker and then all the fractions in between. So I'm trying to learn that shit. But
they might be a little harsh on. I mean, with my job, learning my job, they were a little harsh on me. And, you know, they might be a little harsh on you, but over time, realistically, you'll learn. It's easy.
well, as far as like harsh, you know, like from what Will's told me, they're not gonna be like an asshole to me or anything about learning the job, because from what he said, I already know more than some of the dudes that he works with, because I can operate a saw, I can read a tape measure for the most part, I know carpentry, and he said that's, you know, he's seen me work. He said I already know more than a lot of the dudes that he's worked with and has worked with over the last several months. And that's part of the reason why they looked at me so highly, because he told them about that and everything. So I think
Um,
with my current knowledge, or at least hoping with my current knowledge, that they'll be able to they'll be willing to work with me with the things that I don't know. But it is construction, and I can only imagine that they're gonna be giving me shit about certain things, like, hey, go find the fucking flux capacitor, And I'm like, what the fuck is a flux capacitor, But
yeah, they do use like the actual names of tools. I've noticed from what little we've had to work with them, they've used like the actual name of the tools.
right. Well, that no, that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting at, a lot of construction dudes tend to fuck with, new employees and apprentices and stuff, and be like, hey, go find the fucking the shark
What the
turbinator,
hell?
just to
Bro,
fuck with them and waste their time.
bro, that's just blue collar jobs, straight up. My
Right,
job,
right,
people fuck with me. When I first started, people would time. They
right,
still kind of do, because I still am kind of a guy. But that's just blue, straight up.
right. Well, I mean, it's fucking, to an extent, it's good money, but to an extent, it's fucking shit work and everything, and you got to find your fun out of certain things.
Hmm.
Not that I necessarily think it'd be fun picking on someone that doesn't have great knowledge on something, but at a certain point, especially with a job where you're fucking busting your ass fucking 12, 13, 14 hours a day, you gotta find your fun out of something.
Hey, the
Yeah.
best way I can put it, I mean, with my job anyway, be competitive with that shit. Like, try to be the
Hmm.
best at your job. Straight up. Like, with these blue collar jobs, you gotta be the best you can at it. You gotta put your fucking, you gotta put everything into it.
Right.
Yeah.
Or people are just gonna talk shit, and you can't be sensitive. You gotta be,
Well,
you gotta be a man.
yeah. Well,
Hmm.
well,
Yeah,
that's
you do.
that's also how you look at it, like, because they Will, uh, told you about it, my mom's boyfriend. He
Yeah.
he pretty much gets to do whatever the fuck he wants at the job, because he's shown that he's one of the best there. He's the best carpenter, and he's the best what do you call it, framer. And
Yeah.
and so, because he's the best at what he does, they tend to give him a little more leniency on a lot of things, and so it's not even just that you get better at your job or whatever. It's also the fact that the this motherfucker pulled out a goddamn Pirates of the Caribbean shit. Um,
Speaking of fun.
but yeah, I mean, you gotta fucking do what you can where you can, and do your best when you can, and that's how you end up moving up in the world in general, not even just in a job, but in general.
Hey,
Hmm.
as long as you put the effort in, you know, I feel like you got this, dude. Straight up. I mean, I've never my job. I get off at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock every day.
Right.
So I don't really work those 40 hours. I go in at 6:30 and I leave about 1 or 2. So I don't get those 40 hours. But with the job you're finna get, you're probably gonna have to work those hours.
Right.
But
Right.
Yeah.
as long as you put that effort in, you got that drive, and with me, I have that drive, but then towards the end of the day, I start kind of losing it. You know what I mean? I start
Right.
getting tired,
You get
getting
tired, and
Hmm.
you're like, man, I could probably slack off a little bit here. But
Exactly. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. But like The Rock said, it's all about drive, it's all about power. We stay hungry, we devour.
Exactly. I mean, that's a really good way to look at it. Straight up. I mean, what
You
is?
told me I could. You said to let you have some, and then I could have the rest. That is what you said.
I thought she had to wake up early.
We'll pick some more up tomorrow. Yes, you do, but I'll also put in some extra work if we need to. But you have more than enough for it. Okay. But yeah, she's her anxiety's been getting her a little bit, so she had to go take a bath real quick. But since we're back on talking about the job, and Ryan, I told you I was gonna talk about this again on the podcast earlier, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this job, it's one thing that Will had told me was that we, okay, okay. I don't know if y'all can hear that outside or not, but the storm's starting to pick up.
I can hear it just fine out my window.
So hopefully I don't get hopefully I don't lose any internet or anything. But
Was that a mosquito that I just saw? God, I hope not. Ooh, I hate those motherfuckers.
but
Sorry.
with this job, there's gonna be times where I'm gonna have to leave the city, leave town or leave the state, possibly even for certain jobs for like a week on end. What's up, baby? Yeah, y'all give me 1 second. Y'all hold that thought. I gotta pop her back real quick.
You're good, bro. But like, I don't know about you, Cooper, but I think Dagan got this shit straight up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I'm so proud of him. Really.
There's not a doubt in my mind that he's probably gonna be one of the better people in there.
Exactly. It's just, me and you both work blue collar jobs. I don't know if you work like with other people or not, or if it's just your dad. Do
It's
you?
me. My grandpa is the owner.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's the actual owner of the company. Then there's me and my coworker Holden. That's it. That just us three.
Yeah, so you got it a little easy. Me, I work with a bunch of people that I don't even fucking know,
A
realistically.
little, a little easy. My guy, we gotta go all over alien creation half the time just so we can do one thing. Figure out we can't do it today. Go somewhere else. Then potentially spend the rest of the day there, if not spend an entire day or two in one spot.
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
By ourselves. I mean, I'm not saying that it's hard or easy, because really, once you figure out enough, it's not that bad. And I know there are a lot of people out there that are like, I work this much and yada yada yada, and if all that good stuff. So it's like,
Yeah, you do HVAC, right?
yeah, like fix. If somebody has an issue with their units, whether it be indoor or outdoor, we find the issue, we get it running again. Like it doesn't even have the issue, uh, or sometimes if they need a change out, like they want a completely new set of units, we take out the old ones and then give them a new one. And we wire it up, put in the flue if for the furnace, put the refrigerant in there. We solder up the copper line set and even run the line set if we have to. We do everything we can.
Yeah, you do a lot. I do.
We
I
do
just
we do
I just throw
everything.
trash.
We
Bro's throwing
our
it back on
job
the dumpster.
throwing it back
Yes.
on the back of the dump truck.
Throwing his dump truck on the dump truck.
You funny as hell.
Boy, you
No,
goofy boy.
we with our job we do have to do everything. So like I said, I'm not saying it's the hardest job that we have, but it's also not, easy either. It's kind of
Yours
right
is
there in
more.
between.
Yeah, yours is more mentally exhausting. Mine
Yeah.
would be more physically exhausting.
We we I have to admit it is a little bit of both, like physically and mentally exhausting, because we got to get up. move around, drive around. Got those units are not light. Like none of those parts on that unit are necessarily light, except for the small stuff. So like it can be like physically exhausting too if we're doing enough. Like a full change out, that's exhausting. Trust me. Imagine spending a week on a change out, a full week in the snow in an attic that we have to make some modifications to here and there.
Yeah. I mean, bro,
For
I be working in the snow. You know what I'm saying? I be outside. You know.
I mean, us too. We be if it's freezing outside with a strong wind that literally makes us feel like we're freezing our pubes off, then so be it.
Yeah, I will say, not to one up or anything, Cooper does have to work like outside and everything, but Ryan is like on a truck and shit, and that wind gets kind of intense. But
That is true.
point being, you both do work outside, and oh, you know, with this new job and everything, I'll be working outside and everything, and it's gonna fucking be a pain in the ass. But
Oh, it's not that bad. Trust. It's really not.
Yeah.
we'll see.
I will admit,
The biggest pain in the ass for me is probably going to be working in that fucking summer sun, especially, you know, starting that summer's going to be coming up
yeah.
soon and everything. And
Oh
so
yes.
starting this job and I'm fucking sweltering in that sun because I don't handle the heat at all. And that's going to be a real pain in the ass for me. Working in, you know, if I was working in fucking -4 degrees weather, -8 degrees weather, then I can manage. But it's that fucking 110 degree weather that really fucks me up.
Hey, this summer's gonna be bad, bro.
Oh yeah. It's
I
gonna
already
be it's
know.
gonna be awful. Like, it's already 100 degrees or almost 100 degrees in March. Nah, that's a sign.
I'm
It's
about to
gonna be.
fucking move to the UK where people are having fucking heat strokes in 70-degree weather, you know? Fucking that shit sounds like a dream to me.
Them motherfuckers are lucky, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
They may
it's,
not
it's
see it
that
that
whole
way.
you know, cuz I was born in Texas, so you'd think that I'd be you know, used to the heat, and we all grew up in the South, so you'd think I'd be used to the heat, but somehow I'm just
No.
not, and that shit fucking affects me bad.
Hey,
But
all I gotta say is
There's
Liquid IV will be your best friend. Straight up.
there's a there's a positive to working in the sun though. The main positive being like, well, my pasty ass actually got a tan.
I was about to say same
yeah,
thing.
I'm
Same
waiting for
fucking thing.
that. Yeah.
The fucking
Yeah, we all know, dude.
So
Dagan, you need a fucking tan, bro.
I already got that fucking red facial hair. I don't need to look even more fucking albino or anything, you know.
All I'm saying is next time y'all see me, I'm tan as fuck. Straight
Right.
up. Like I'm tan as hell right now.
like, I'm not gonna say I'm tan as hell, but I am going to say that I definitely have more color pigmentation in my skin than I used to since I, was always inside and never outside. I became extremely pasty.
Cooper, hey, real quick.
Whereas
That's what
I
they
know,
call a tan, buddy.
well, I know. Again, I'm not saying like I'm like it's not much of a tan, but it's enough that it's noticeable whenever I pull up my sleeves to expose my shoulders, since those never see the sun,
Right.
and the rest of my arms do. Like me turning on my light, I can tell my
Bro, I got,
shoulders might as well look like I have the skin of Kratos. Well, the rest of my arm looks like well, I'm a beach boy, damn near.
I
Okay.
got a farmer's tan like a motherfucker. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yup. Yup.
Bro goes to take a shower and you can see his fucking thong line. So took you a
I
second.
just, that's
So
crazy as fuck.
so what I was back on before. Yeah, so I got two topics to talk about. Number one is
All right.
with this new job that I'm working, or that I'll be working occasionally, and it's kind of like a, from what I understand, it's like a, hey, do you want to work this? Sure, or no, but regardless, there are going to be some times where I have to work out of state, and I'll be out of state for like a week or so. Yeah, from what I heard, it's a week tops. And I told Miss Goose about it, and she was devastated. Looked like I just fucking kicked her dog or something. And I feel bad about it and everything. I hate to leave her behind on her side, but I also I hate being away from her at the same time. But
What the
Sorry.
fuck? Hey,
I'm
think
sorry.
about it this way though.
well,
You're doing it to better y'all's life. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
exactly. That's what I was getting at too, is because you know regardless, it may suck for the time being and everything, but going out and working out of state for a week is gonna be essentially doubling my paycheck, and that's something that we could really use right now, and that's something that uh, you know uh, for the future is gonna be the most beneficial, and um, it's it's kind of a, I don't know what you would call it. Not a double-edged sword, but there's a positive and a negative to it. So yeah, there's a big part of it that sucks, but there's also a big part of it that is fucking great. And very beneficial.
I mean, but this is the point in your life where you kind of have to choose. You know what I'm saying? Do you
Right.
choose? Do you choose money, which money can better y'all's life and better, like it can bring y'all more items and make life easier for y'all, or do you choose being there with her on those off chances that you have a week? You just have a choice.
Right. Right. Well, see,
And
the way that I see it is it's either you know be with my wife and all the time, and you know be getting by, or be with my wife most of the time and have those times where I'm not, and be able to move up in life. So that
exactly.
there's two sides to it, because everything that I do is going to be for my family, and for the my current family, and for the family that I plan to build. And so it's
Amen,
just
bro.
it's all about, like we were talking about earlier. I didn't see any future in my life back in high school, but now I'm seeing that shit play out in real time, and I'm starting to see the actual future and seeing where life is taking me, and so that's given me more reason to be able to want to better my life and better the life for my family and everything.
Amen, bro. And it's like it's a hard decision. I know it really is, but it's like the money. I mean, the money can't bring happiness, but money can bring an easier life in the future. And if you're like me and you plan on having kids in the future, you got to do whatever you can right now while you have the time. Set yourself up for that time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
That's how I'm thinking. Like I don't mean to bring this upon myself, but I'm planning on getting my CDL license so I can start driving the truck because I plan on having a child with this woman in the
Right.
future.
Right.
And if I have my CDL, that means I might not be stuck at this job I have now, but I can move on to other jobs. It'll open opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Just going off of what you're saying, like, yes, if you get your CDO license, you have more opportunities than you would have had beforehand. For example, when my dad left Halliburton, which best decision he ever made, but I'm not going to get into that. When he was looking for a new job, he got current job that he has, and he got it like a like really quick. And they actually had other people lined up ahead of him, but he got it because of all of his CDLs and stuff that he has, and also his overall driving experience over 13 years of it. So with that, and he's still working that job now. He's he's hauling liquid nitrogen, liquid oxygen, and argon all over Tornado Alley, like all over different states and stuff. He's gone. Yes, he's gone for about 2 weeks at a time, and he's home for only like 3 days. But
But that brings
you
you
know,
all a better life, don't it?
it's not what we want, because when he first got the job, he was home every night, which was amazing. I mean, we all get to be a complete family every day. But when he took this one opportunity, it definitely does help get us by, and it helps all of us as a family, just so you
It's
getting your
either
CDL license it's definitely going to help you.
it's either you like it's either God, it's a hard decision. It's either you're there for or you're providing for your family. You know,
Hmm.
there's no real, and you just get to sit at home. You know, there's it's just so difficult. With people like us, it's just it's just so difficult. Life is just so hard.
Hmm. We
I
ain't
don't know.
no rich people where we get to sit back and be the CEO of a company who gets to just be like, hey, do this, make me some money, and then we can go home and provide for our family while also being there. We can't do
Exactly.
that.
It's either we're working, just doing what we can to have a house. You know, it's there's no in between
Yeah.
unless you're rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you
But
get born with that daddy's money.
which none of us are.
God, I wish sometimes, but at the same time, I'm
Sometimes.
glad that I grew up the way that I did.
Exactly, because if you think about it, people that grow up with a rich family, they don't have the. I'm pissing right now, yes.
Yeah, I could tell.
But but the people that grow up with a rich family, they don't really get to have the grasp of like, hey, what am I trying to say? They don't really recognize what they have. There you go.
Yeah, they don't get a good grasp on how life goes. It's
They
just a matter
don't.
for them. It's a matter of for for conversation purposes. It's like what am I gonna buy next, right?
Yeah.
But for us, it's a matter of how are we gonna distribute our funds, and how are we gonna be able to work to better ourselves.
Exactly.
That's not
The
It's
something
people
just
that some of
who
those people have to worry about.
the
because they
people
just grow up.
who are go ahead, Ryan.
No, because they just grow up with money.
Ryan, I don't know. I think you cut out there. We didn't hear what you said at the end.
Yeah. Oh.
That storm
Oh.
may be hitting him. His internet may be fucking up,
I mean,
or he
y'all
could
are
be
cutting
talking
out
to
for
his lady.
me. Like it's.
Sorry, I took to.
I
Am I
think you're.
cutting out?
Yeah, you're still cutting out pretty
Yes.
bad.
All right, can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I took the dog out, hoping my headset would reach, but it didn't, I
Oh,
guess.
okay.
Yeah. Y'all are cutting out for me pretty bad, but that's just because the storm is really bad here, and I assume it will be pretty soon for you, man.
Yeah.
Well, it is coming from like I actually don't know which direction it's coming from, the north or the south. Either way, it's
I can look at that real quick.
So getting off of, I said earlier I got two topics I wanted to talk about. Getting off of the whole working topic and everything. What are you doing, Corey? Bro's about to murder someone on the podcast.
With a trident.
Bro pulled out that Poseidon shit. All right, so
call me Flooded Mike, king of the stupid seas.
all right, so camping and shit, man. We gotta get our fishing licenses. We gotta go out to the lake out here, and I think at this point for all of us, it would be the lake near me and Cooper would be best. But
Or I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Cut that out.
I'll bleep it or whatever. But yeah, the lake near us. We all need to go camping, bring our ladies and everything. Bring well, I'd rather not be like anything super big. Don't bring all your friends or anything, but just us and our ladies, and we just go out, go fishing, fucking camp for a night or two, get away from everything, man. I think that's something that I think all of us really need, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Working so. We just need time. Hey.
Yeah, because y'all are all off on the weekends. Right now, Miss Goose has been off Sundays and Mondays. And so it's something that we could probably do at least Saturday night. And with this new job that I'll be working, I'll be off most weekends. So, yeah, we just need to take a weekend or something like that and just unwind from everything, get away from technology, get away from people, go fishing, go camping, and I think that I think that's something that we could all benefit from.
Yeah. When it comes to fishing, I'm not gonna say I'm great at it because I'm not.
Well,
I'm
dude,
not gonna say I'm good at it.
I haven't been fishing since I was like 8 years
Hey,
old.
bro.
That's why I've been wanting to get back to it. The person that has been most recent on fishing has been Ryan, because he was doing that shit when he was like what, fucking 16, 17 years old.
Yeah, I was about 18.
Right. So he's the person that's been most recent caught up on it, but
I'm from Florida, dog. That shit don't never leave you.
Yeah, exactly. He's got that shit built into his fucking DNA. So, and even if nothing else, we fucking throw some lines in the water and bullshit for a few hours, And,
I know some spots.
Maybe sit there and chill with some beer or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that's
chill.
I've been seeing this.
That's the fun part. Go ahead.
I gotta look it up. It's some app or something like that shows you where like at the specific last week or whatever, where it shows you like where the best fish have been in your area. Fish Brain, that's what it is. And you can go on that and like you can see where I assume where other people have uploaded the last areas where they caught a lot of fish or whatever, and be able to find some decent spots for them.
What we really need to do is we need to get like a little John boat, and just go out to ponds. Like that's the most fun I've ever had, was just little ponds and shit. Get a little John boat, just even walk the bank.
Now, what do you mean when you say John boat? You talking like a Cooper?
Look it up. Look up a John boat. Like they're little tiny boats that you have like a troll.
Is that like a rowboat or like a pontoon boat?
Kind of like a dinghy.
It's like
but motorized.
It's an actual boat, but you don't put a motor on.
Yeah.
You put it's called a.
It's called
a trolling
pelican
motor.
boat.
You put one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cheap as fuck. You can find one on
Hey.
Marketplace for cheap as shit.
You want to know some crazy shit? back when I lived with my mom, when she was or when she was little, when I was little, she had this boyfriend named Jason, I believe. He had this big ass farm. We had a pet deer named Princess, which sad story. She got bit by a snake and we had to put her down. But
Don't say
Damn.
that.
Damn.
anyways, he was like a real fucking country dude. Like he had a tractor that we'd all sit in the bucket in, and he'd just drive us around. This motherfucker had a APC, you know, like them old tank. I don't know if it was an APC, but it was
Yeah,
essentially a tank that was it was water capable. So he would fucking drive through the water. I don't know if it was. I'm assuming it was probably too heavy to be like an actual boat, but like fairly shallow water, like 6, 7 feet of water. He would drive through it and just take a whole ass fucking tank through the water. That's what we used to do when we were younger, dude. That shit was crazy. That's back when I was really heavy into my hunting shit and everything.
God damn. Hey, if you want to know what a John boat is, just look it up on.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. I looked. It's like a little pelican boat, like the fucking kind of like a rowboat, but you can put a motor in it. It's a little.
Yeah, little aluminum boat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My pawpaw, he God rest his soul. He passed. Shit, Cooper, you probably remember. It wasn't too long. It was probably maybe a
just like
year, if not around about the time that I moved in with my dad. He passed, but he at one point he lived out on the lake in a RV, had his own little rowboat that he'd take me out on, go fishing, and he taught me how to scale fish and cook fish and stuff. And that's a memory that will always stick with me for the rest of my life, you know.
What are you doing, Cooper?
I don't know, having fun while we're in the podcast.
Shit.
And plus, it's also my ADHD going AWOL.
If it's
Or
that
AWR.
bad, just play some fucking what's that game called? Not Clash Royale.
That I mean, like
What's that
I'm
other
having
one?
fun. I'm having fun sitting here with y'all. Really, I am. It's just my ADHD does not like me right now for some damn reason. I don't know why.
Y'all just fucking around, dude.
Well, yeah, we're having fun. I mean, this is a fun time. This is a podcast where fun happens. That's what this is. Having fun
Ew.
conversations, having a good time. That's
We
what
start
this is about.
touching each other
Whoa!
inappropriately.
Oh, hold on.
So if y'all gonna go ahead and fuck off around or whatever, tell me something. What y'all got to say about Dubby? Tell me what
Eh?
y'all got about
Dubby?
Yeah,
Oh, you talking about the energy drink brand?
yeah.
I've never actually tried their shit. Like G Fuel. So I might actually try.
Well, I tell you what, man. Believe it or not, Dubby is today's sponsor.
Oh,
So
Hmm?
yeah, so fucking W Energy. Never tried it myself. Y'all know, for the viewers, y'all know I don't really, and you too, y'all know I don't really use caffeine like that. You know, I got heart issues. I don't really do caffeine, but I've heard good reviews about it. And my cousin, even, you know, my cousin, he bought some after he heard that I got sponsored and everything. He got the I'll pull it up on the screen here, but it's the I believe it's Japanese soda flavor. I believe is what it was called, and he loved that shit. Like he when he first bought it, he was like, I don't know, because he doesn't really do caffeine too much either. He said, I don't really know if it's something that I'll buy super often. But then he tried that shit and he was like, dude, I fucking love this shit. I might have to keep getting this every time, every time I run out. And so I've heard that's good shit, and my my fiance Miss Goose said that she'll be getting some at some point. Now I'll get her some at some point soon. But what the fuck are you two doing?
go see what I'm doing.
Ryan, did you leave? He might have lost internet. But yeah,
He might have.
W Energy. Use code Goose 7735, all capitals, Goose 7735 at w.gg for 10% off your order. I can't even remember where we were at.
All right, do
There
y'all
he
hear me
is.
good?
Yes, sir. We can hear you great.
All right, cool. Sorry, my internet fucked up. I'm on a spot for a second until the Wi-Fi comes back.
Yeah, you're good.
What were you saying though? You said W Energy, right? I've heard it's
Yeah.
really good. No lie.
Yeah, man, fucking W Energy, fucking pick some of that shit up. Order it. w.gg. Use code Goose7735 for 10% off your order. Ryan, why were you crawling under your chair?
I have no idea. Look, bro, I
Excuse me.
accidentally I put a block on the chair and I don't know how to get rid of it.
Y'all, man, I love y'all, but y'all some of the worst motherfuckers to start a podcast with.
What do you mean?
There's a lot going on.
Right, Ryan's crawling under his chair. Cooper's fucking slamming a hammer into the ground so hard he flies up in the air.
That's wind charge, not a hammer.
Oh, whatever it was. But
It's a wind charge. It's harmless. Unless I want it to be.
so Ryan, you still saving up for a PC?
Well, life got the best of me right now. Hannah's not really working much. She's not making much, but she's supposed to be getting a raise soon.
Right.
So, hopefully within the next few months, I should be able to. Next month or so,
Right.
depending on when she gets her raise, I should be saving up for it. It's just, life has gotten the best of me right now, sadly.
Right. Well, there's no fucking hate on that. I was just, I hadn't heard anything about it in a while, so I wanted to kind of ask you about it and figure out what was going on.
Yeah, I've been kind of irritated about it. It's just, I've had to pull into my savings. I had like $900 in my savings, and I've had to go into it to get like essentials and stuff, and it kind of irritated me, but it's life, Shit happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, life gets in the way. It fucking happens, but it is what it is.
It's just, the place I gotta live at, food, get is ahead of that, like my essentials,
I mean, you fucking obviously, you're gonna put life before putting fucking video games and shit,
Yeah.
So that's something that I'm gonna have to do with this this job that I'm getting because, like I said, it's gonna take up a lot of my time, and for the most part, I'm really only gonna have Saturdays and Sundays off, and sometimes even just Sundays, not even Saturdays. So that's something that I'm gonna have to worry about, but. I'll still have to try and find the time for streaming and the podcast and everything.
Sundays, bro, or like after work if you're feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'd like to try and keep it to Fridays, especially, if I don't have to work that Saturday, then we could record Friday night and have it up, Saturday or Sunday. And then it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But it's just a case of whether I'm able to be able to manage that or not. And some weeks or some weekends or whatever, we may have to record it like on a Saturday or double record. Record Friday and Saturday. Because I plan on doing it like bi-weekly. So like. I'll have this out hopefully this Sunday, since it's already Saturday now. But hopefully I'll have it out this Sunday, and then next week we can maybe record another one and have it out the next Sunday.
I just fucking shit up right now. He's got TNT right now.
Yeah, I just heard that shit. I thought we was about to lose so much shit.
No,
This dude is about to This dude is about to make me mad.
Quit fucking shit.
I'm not gonna blow up this beautiful spot that we spent hours building. I am not doing that. I like
I
the
know,
Speaking of
but
area
that-
that we
if you
have.
do that, you're fucking rebuilding it. What's the price?
Speaking of that, let's go build some, bro.
Well, what do we do?
Shit. A little pimp
almost-
house.
So it feels a little weird disconnecting from the podcast like this, but I'm almost wondering if we should take one of these walls out. Like maybe I can move Dan TDM desk somewhere else, and then we take this wall out and build like a disconnected kitchen or something, or like a living room type thing or something, you know?
Yeah, Dan
Other than
TDM
just-
desk goes crazy.
Yeah, because
Other than here on this
that was an
couch.
idea I had. Because in his old lab, which I've actually got a world of his on my Java edition, this was something that he had was a gold pressure plate with this painting on it for his old laptop. So that was something I wanted to give a little homage to. But
Yeah. Honestly, like Dan TDM's old videos, those were the good old days where the good memories were formed.
right, yeah, that shit went crazy back in the day when we were little.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we can
The
fucking
original
clear this shit
diamond
up, man.
minecart. Amazing.
Start up a little kitchen area or living room area. What do y'all think?
I'm down.
What do y'all think we should do? You know.
I think I better get my building brain going.
Yeah, probably so. So, let me see. I think I'm thinking like checkered floors, like a stereotypical kitchen. You know.
Like black and white.
Yeah. Maybe concrete. Or like marble and coal or something like that. Or quartz and coal or something like that. Man, I fucking ran out of drink. Now I'm upset.
Are you really out of beer already, bro?
Completely, dude. Ran out of all the beer that I brewed, and I'm out of the beer that we just bought too.
If
Hey,
if
you
you're
get the white,
really-
I got the black.
Bet.
if you really do get into like brewing your own stuff, I really do suggest maybe talking to one of our clients, because that's literally what he does.
The way
It's his
that
passion.
I'm brewing it is going to be completely different from what he does, because I'm doing like the easy method of.
Oh, I'm not talking about like seeing what he does and like learning from it. I mean that actually that is kind of what I'm saying. But I mean like maybe talk to him about advice. Actually, I
Right.
just said his full name, and I didn't even mean to. Bleep that out, please.
Yeah, I can cut it out. But
Oops, sorry, Lenny.
I'm lost right now.
I'm going to try and make this area look a bit more natural again.
Right.
All right, we're in a predicament right now.
What's up?
What kind of predicament?
You see how you have like digging? You see how you have like two whites?
Yeah.
In a lot of spaces, we're gonna have two or three blacks.
Whoa.
Okay, hold on. It's I think I fucked this up. So we can start working from here. Yeah, because I think I fucked that up when I was placing shit. Placing shit down, excuse me. Alright, so let's see, so... Yeah, fuck that up there. There we go. That's better there.
Yeah, that looks a lot better. Yeah.
That look natural.
Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. That's a lot better.
Yeah, a
that's
lot
fucking good
better.
right there.
Well, right here. Right here.
Okay, so
That's where it fucks up. So I need a black here and a white. Well,
there we
white there, black here, black here. There you go. There we go. That looks a lot better.
go. Yeah, that's a lot better. Oh fuck, the Roomba's outside.
What?
Yeah, I realized that a long time ago.
Oh,
Why didn't
turn
you
off.
fucking say anything, jackass?
I'm a fucking retard. Excuse me.
Sometimes.
here. Here. There we go. That should be good enough.
I'll just put that inside. Let's get some kitchen doors here. We ain't even talking anymore.
Meh.
We're just.
Hey,
I
little
think-
break
dude,
from.
We got like 4 hours fucking chatting.
It's actually only been about 2 hours. About
Are you
yeah,
serious?
about 2 hours. Yeah,
That's
Damn.
crazy.
yeah.
Bro, I wish they had the fucking, like the old Western doors. You walk into the
Fucking
saloon.
saloon doors. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
You
sure
just
they
walk
do
through.
somewhere. Here, how's that? Does that look good enough? Like natural-ish?
Yeah, that looks good.
I don't usually like creative, to be honest, but this one ain't too bad.
Yeah, I don't
I have to
typically
agree.
fuck with creative, but since it's like, since it's the podcast world and everything, I think,
Creative
I
probably
think
is the
it'll be
best
good.
option. So we're not spending eternity on it.
Yeah, exactly.
What are these blocks?
This is chiseled quartz. Then I think maybe deep slate. How's that look?
Mm,
I mean, it's not like the greatest.
it kind of matches the floor, just a little bit. It's just a little lighter,
Right.
but I think it'll be all right.
What about
Oh,
this
yeah.
here?
If we put some windows or some shit, it'll
Right.
be all right.
There you go.
What about that?
Yeah.
Think that?
Well, I don't know. I think the chisel deep slate is a little bit better than that,
Okay.
personally.
Bro, this shit is completely devolved from a podcast.
It'll be all right. You can make 2 videos now. Making a kitchen,
It's alright.
Cooper, who the fuck made this red shit right here?
What do you mean?
How's that look? How's that look on the inside?
On
Oh,
the
it looks pretty
inside,
good. It looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's why I did that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. And then we can just add like this wood shit on the outside the rest of the way. I don't think it would fuck with our. Yeah, we can just add that the rest of the way. Yeah, that'll look alright. That deep slate sounds good when you place it.
Yeah, no.
Pause.
No pause.
There's
What
a
happened
reason
here?
why. There's a reason for that. I want to test something, and if it doesn't work, then I'll go back to what I originally had.
Okay, so
The redstone block so that, the dragon can continue to move like we had it.
It just looks a
without
little
the
funky on this side.
We can easily cover it up by something.
True. We can like make. I don't know if they have that in this, but you know, like the vents, kitchen vents.
Put an AC there.
True. True.
I think they might have some
hang on.
vents. I could be wrong though.
I think they have one somewhere. I'm looking for it. I know I saw it. I'm looking for it.
I'm here just to like have ideas for y'all. Straight up, y'all are building. I'm just looking around.
Where is this? Where is? So is that?
You're doing such a good job, bro.
If you want, we
Well.
could keep it kind of in the podcast thing where we talk while we build. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm. I don't know. I'm almost thinking the. Well, if yeah, let's do the AC unit, and then we can do the hood vents over here.
I mean, I only suggest the AC unit because it actually covers up the entire block.
Right.
And maybe just one of those. Yeah. So, since we need a topic to talk about, if we want to keep doing this, how's work been for everybody? Since yeah, how's the work been?
I mean, it hasn't been fucking going, especially after I did my taxes and shit, and I realized that they don't fucking tax out of what you make. So then you gotta pay fucking extra taxes. That shit's been a pain in the ass, dude. I just haven't been fucking with it.
How's that look? Does that look
Extra
okay?
taxes?
Yeah, that looks. Yeah, that looks good. What did you say, Cooper?
It's been extra taxes?
Yeah, because they don't tax out of the money that you make from it. So then you have to pay the taxes on what hasn't been taken out of your pay at the end of the year. And so that's why I owed so much this year. It's just been a fucking pain in the ass, dude. It's ridiculous. I mean,
is dumb.
I could maybe understand it, but at the very least, they need to be telling people that up front. Because it's stupid that I should have to fucking, that I gotta pay taxes on something that I didn't realize was gonna be an issue in the first place.
That is genuinely dumb. Wow. Like, I don't think I've heard anything so dumb in a while. Oh wow, you already got all that shit set up. Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like the refrigerator should be right here, like a double like a double fridge or a single fridge, or do you want it right here?
I don't know if there is a way to do a double fridge. I don't know.
So you know our place. This is how our place is set up. They have a fucking stove and a fridge right next.
So, what if you put the fridge right here, and then we could do a counter there? Yeah.
That sounds better. Yeah, that looks a little bit.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to let me know what resource pack this is so I can buy it. So me and old Hanner can use it.
I can't. I think it's called Modern Furniture, but I'll look later and I'll send you a picture of it.
All right, sounds good.
Ooh. Here. Blender.
Dude.
What?
Me and you literally both grabbed it at the same time. Oh, you already got the dishes.
Yeah, I got the dishes. It was a thought in my mind ever since I saw it. Okay. Ooh. What about here? Here.
There's a dishwasher.
You got a dishwasher? Place that.
Yeah, where do you want to? You want to put that like next to the like right here?
Yeah, see what that looks like.
Maybe not next to the stove, cause that
Yeah. What about like right here?
In the corner?
Yeah. See that?
yeah, that looks better.
Yeah, that's not bad right there. All right. Well, I say we go ahead and end it here. And thank you all for joining in on the podcast with me. Because this shit wouldn't be possible without y'all. Thank you to everybody for watching and everything as well. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed our banter as much as we did. Even though it fucking got derailed so much and it was just fucking all over the place, it's
We'll get better at it.
Yeah, we're all just here to have a good time though, so yeah, thank you
Remember,
for watching.
Dubby.
Yes, sir. Be sure to check out w.gg. Fucking use code Goose7735 on your order for 10% off. But
Anything you purchase will help out immensely, no matter what.
Yes, everything you purchase helps out grow this channel, and everything helps grow the channel, helps make the channel more more likely to grow and everything. So I appreciate it. But
So be sure to give W a try, for sure.
oh yeah. And,
I bet they have uncaffeinated products too.
They might. I might look into that. But thank you everybody for joining in, and we'll see you on the next one.